Hello students, I just want to talk about tonic and dominant just to help you out if you're having some difficulties with chapter 10. I think it's chapter 10, tonic and dominant. First thing, I'll do a short video here on music paper, and then I'll do a separate short video actually in Artusi showing how to apply what we do here. Okay, so let's review writing a major scale. Okay, I'm going to do it both with letter names and with note heads on a staff. Let's take F, say we want F major. So we have F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. I'll write the letters up here. F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. Now to construct this scale, we need to know the pattern of whole steps and half steps. So I'm going to write that between each pair of notes. So we have whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Now we need to add accidentals to these pitches to make them conform to this pattern of whole steps and half steps. So here we've got F to G is a whole step, so that's good. G to A is a whole step because there's a note in between. A to B is not a half step, so we need to bring the B closer to the A. That's a B flat. And then from B flat, B, C, that's a whole step. C to D is a whole step. D to E is a whole step. E to F is a half step. There's nothing in between those two pitches. So we have F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F written as letter names, and F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F. Just quickly, again, to refresh and draw this. This is a quick little piano keyboard. And I'll do this one too. So here's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So again, if we started on F, which is right here, we need to go a whole step. That means we skip that one and we got that note. And then from G, we need to go a whole step to A. And now we need to go a half step because that's the pattern for the major scale. From A to B flat is right there. From there, we need to go a whole step. So we skip this note and do this one. That's C. Okay, so I'm going to take the C down here. All right, and from C we go a whole step. From D we go a whole step to E. And then from E we go a half step to F. We started where we ended. So this is the F major scale. Okay, tonic is the chord, is the triad built on the first note of the scale. This is the first note of the scale right here. So all we do is we take this note, and then we skip a note, and we take this note, skip a note, and take this note. So these three notes are the notes of the tonic triad. We take the first note of the scale, and then we take the first, third, and fifth. Okay, so that tonic is also called the one chord. Okay, Roman numeral 1 means a chord built on that number of the scale. I'll warn you, my cat may appear on camera for a moment. He's kind of being a troublemaker. So that's the tonic. Okay, the other thing is dominant. Okay, so dominant is also known as the 5 chord. Oh, my cat is petting himself on my document camera. Okay. So to find the dominant, we go to the fifth note of the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's right here. Okay, get out of here. Come on, cat. Get out of here. Sorry about that. The joys of pandemic. Okay, and then from here, we do the same thing we did here. We've got this note. We skip a note. We go to the next note. We skip a note, we go to the next note, and so the next note here, if we were to continue the scale, it would be G. So these three notes are the dominant chord, and these are tonic. Okay, so tonic in this key of F is F, A, C. Dominant is C, E, G. I'd like to do one more of these in a key that has some sharps in it. So let's do that. Let's do D major. Okay, so we need to write our note heads for D. And I'll also write them as letter names. And then we're going to write whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Okay, so again, we can reference our keyboard, or we can know that from right now from E to F and from B to C is a half step. Every other one of these is a whole step. So D to E, yes, it's a whole step. E to F right now is a half step, so we need to make this an F sharp. F sharp to G, yes, that's a half step. G to A, yes, that's a whole step. A to B, yes, that is a whole step. B to C right now is a half step, so we need to raise this pitch, C sharp. And then C sharp to D, yes, that's a half step. So this is the D major scale, written as notes, and then written as letter names. So tonic is D, F sharp, A, these three pitches. It's the first, the third, and the fifth note of the D major scale. Dominant, you go to the fifth note of the scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's A, C sharp, and if we continued the scale, this would be E, because we have E down here, and E. So triangle for tonic, or for dominant, excuse me, equals A, C sharp, E. Again, tonic is built on the first note of the scale, so it's known as the 1 chord with a Roman numeral 1. The dominant is built on the fifth note of the scale, so it's known as the 5 chord. We do it with a Roman numeral 5. Okay, so that's the first step in understanding this material. I will also post a link to another video that just walks through a few more examples of generating a major scale. All right, see you in the next video.